Friends, Demogen here. Welcome to a Demogen Tries for... Now, I don't actually know how to pronounce this. In my head, ever since I saw the very early kind of release info for this, I've been calling it Moadra. I ain't got a clue if that's actually how you pronounce it. If there's any voice acting in the demo, maybe we'll find out. I honestly thought this was dead. I thought this project was essentially vaporware. I thought it was another one of those really cool looking things where the developers realised they'd bitten off more than they can chew and just quietly swept it away. So the fact that I got an email, of all things, this evening saying, a game that you've wishlisted has got a new demo out. I was like, oh, what's that? It's like, oh, it lives. It exists. It's struggling in OBS. It'll struggle less when I'm actually off this screen and we're into the game, I would think. Hopefully that hasn't wrecked my intro. Excuse me. If that has wrecked my intro, hello, Demogen here. I'm assuming this is Unreal Engine. This is definitely Unreal Engine, I can see. Particles. Protea VI. Protea? This is very Metroid, which is fine by me. But I am a fan of the Metroids. In the Metroidvanias. This looks very much like Samus's ship, though. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Behind the storm belt is closing, which speaks of more... Okay. Search the complex for the Queen's lineage, report findings, wait for extraction. Well, the name was clearly mentioned there, but... Okay. That's a slightly weird running animation. I have to check my normal references, but toes pointing up when running? Is that a thing? Right, we've got 360 aiming. L2 does not lock us in place, which is kind of what I was expecting it to do. It lets us crawl, but whilst crawling, we can still shoot. L1 does nothing. R1 does nothing. R2 gives us a disco ball. Circle, nothing. Triangle, nothing. Shockingly, X makes us jump. Square is fire. Do we have a grab? We do. Ooh, that's a bit of a weird animation. Oh, that's a door. Okay, that's a very dramatic door animation. This is what it is. Press and hold right trigger to lock. Okay, that's what that does. So, For the challenged amongst us, i.e. me, we've got some auto aiming. Wonderful. Jump to the ledge and hold to grab it. Oh, okay. But we can't get through there. This feels very fluid. Crouch. Yeah. Oh, that's super useful for somebody who is as bad at this kind of shooting as I am. You'd think, as somebody who likes Metroid, that I'd be better at the Metroid-y side of things, but yeah. Crouch move, target lock. What I am noting is a lack of map. I'm hoping that is simply because we haven't found it. Nearer archives. Very atmospheric. Very atmospheric. I think... excuse me. I don't like that animation. Can we just climb up? Because as it is, it looks kind of silly. Can we look up and down? Good. Now we can certainly aim up and down. You see, we've got the ability to climb. These doors are locked. Yeah, I don't like that. I think that looks really silly. But I think this is otherwise running fine. There! Small things! Which reflects. Okay, we've got a door there. There! Oh, we can lock on and run the other way. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, that does reflect. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Got an eyeball. I like being able to fire from crouched. I like the fact that we can just move around while crouched, to be honest. It's quite claustrophobic. Doing a decent job of creating that sense of atmosphere that we need from a Metroid game. Oh yeah, Metroid style game. Okay, that looks delightful. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I'll find out. It's probably a currency container of some description. This person is dead. Okay. So some of these are destroyable and some aren't. I assume they're light coded. Oh dear. This has got proper moving on text. This is something I was going to say about the intro. I would have liked the option of moving it on myself. It's the princess. She is killing everyone. Oh, good. Isn't that who we're here to find? Oh. Indeed. Yes. We've got a lot of corpses going on. Uh-huh. Hi. And fights. I can't get through your shield. We do have a charge attack. Nah. We've got no health bar or anything, have we? So this is clearly a scripted. Without the ability to actually specifically aim by locking myself in place. Yeah, so she's vulnerable when she fires. The rebellion is... Whoa! Yeah, I'm assuming we either can't win this or auto win this because we've got no... Yeah, this is scripted. And yes. Finish him, her. And over the orbs. What orbs? Punch! Ooh! Oh dear! Our arm! Wibble, wibble, wibble. Are we going to get infected with some kind of alien nastiness now? That brings us back to life. Or something. Was that it? You died. Game over. Oh no. Are we going to be found by some helpful creature? We're going to be found by somebody. But whom? Thrown into some stuff? You. Come. Blah, 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 blah. Tentacles! Woohoo! Some proper alien stuff. Metroid's often played it quite safe with the alien. But this is clearly kind of a Predator-inspired... Yeah, our character looks very Predator-esque. I'm in a tank. Knock knock. Oh, we have a UI. Hey, we've got an interesting swim animation. This thing looks like it's got a smiley face there. Are we going up? I assume we're following the... Well, not that way then. We've got a fleshy alien arm. Oh, here's our original arm. I do like how these monitors are kind of reminiscent of the title screen of Super Metroid. Hello. Welcome back to the land of the living. I'm sorry for what has happened to you. I assume she got the better of you back there. What is happening here? You came across our expedition leader, Princess Amari. I took a drastic measure to revive you. Your injuries were beyond my capabilities. My arm, what is this all about? I'll try my best to explain. When I dragged you out, there was very little I could do. To keep you alive, I was forced to take the chance of the last remaining option I had. Chance at the last remaining option I had. The orbs. Orbs? A form of organic technology. We discovered them while excavating for clues on the late indigenous people of this planet. Our studies show they are capable of extending an organism's morphology beyond its limits. They even have the capability of restoring grievous biomass injuries, such as yours. What is wrong with the princess? She's gone mad. Size. Let us discuss it later. Right now, you and I need to get out of here. This facility's been infested. I'm not alone. My squad will be expecting the status reports. We should be able to contact them from our expedition spaceship. The problem is, we can't get out. The facility is in short circuits. You mean lockdown? We need to get to the power generator and jumpstart the system. And there's something else. Forgive me for asking you this of you so soon, but there's another orb in here. I need to secure it. Where? A few sets to the east. Power generators at the lower levels. Pick a bot. Map. Hello, Atael. Moadra. Moadra. There we go. So I have been pronouncing it wrong. It is Moadra. Ooh. Hello. Oh, a geneticist from the planet? The planet. Quantis Nuage. Long line of nearest scientists. Oh, scanning. Operation log. After the closing of sustained wounds, I've decided as a desperate measure to attempt reviving the patient with the prototype orb treatment. Biokinetic arm blaster. Covered in traces of blight tissue. Bioplasm battery. Mini. A pocket-sized cousin. Link microscope. Operation log 3. The orb had an immediate effect. A thick, flush shell has formed. Patient's heart rate fell close to a standstill before stabilising near deep hibernation levels. And it only waits. Operation report 1. Blaster grade burns in various body parts. Wounds permeated in blight. Right arm severed beyond recovery. Bone cutter. A surgical plasma cutter. Yay. Retractor. Okay, so we have many a scan thing. So, search for hidden paths and scannable objects. Emerald blockage. A cluster of blight growth has formed effectively into a tunnel barrier. Its luminous segment reveals signs of weakness to emerald plasma. So that's on a specific side. Is there anywhere that we can go down here? Looks like we don't need to breathe. That's handy. What else do we have? Hello, my pretty. Zoom in. Zoom out. These are the correct ways round. Reset on R3. Move around on R right stick. This map is vector-based. Me thinketh. Especially with that somewhat trippy background. Nice. That's on select, as you would expect, or the left-hand side of the touchpad. Oh, so it's an X-ray scanner as well. Oh dear. Ayin Urun, a deceased nearer, bound to the ceiling by blight tissue. Death caused by the severing of the spinal cord. Lovely. Sada Avala, geneticist. Blight is proven to be a formidable adversary. Today I spent hours analysing samples, my hands stained with the remnants of its spores. It's fascinating, really, how such a simple organism can wreak havoc with such efficiency. I had a heated discussion with my colleagues about containment strategies, but their optimism is grating. This problem needs to be solved before it becomes a crisis. The tension in the lab is palpable, and I can't afford to let their complacency infect my work. We're in deep. I fear it's only going to get deeper. Avado. Radioactive pollen is floating around the rotting carcass. Ulra. Death by inner bleeding caused by trauma to the thorax and several lacerations across the body. Oh, is that me trying to scan a passageway? Yeah, that's just me trying to scan a crawl space, I guess. Scan the door. Emerald passageway. Operational systems intact. Power flow. Insufficiency detected. In other words, the door is locked. Show map. Oh, we've got coloured bits. Pink for passages. I'm almost certainly going to get attacked while I'm faffing around with scanning. I like the faces. Twilogura Dreamer Abri Vili Hasvis. Bodies of the deceased suspended from the ceiling by blights. They're the same. Jora. Sergeant. Another day of endless patrols and the blight creeps closer. We had a team meeting today, but it was more of a confessional than a strategy session. People shared their fears and the air was thick with unsaid words. This place used to be our sanctuary out here, but now it feels like the walls closing in. Bioplasm battery. Bioplasm pockets. Blight vine. Low radiation. Press Y to restore lifeblood. Okay. So our health is the red bars, bottom center left, and bottom center right is our lifeblood collector. Bioplasm replenishes 1 unit. just before we go through the door. Obviously, for a lot of people, the scanning of everything could become somewhat tedious. Doesn't bother me. Well, it tends not to bother me to start with. Kerry Morass. Lethal cranial injury? Yes, their head is here. Nice. Obviously, I'm not going to read out every single thing. Zoom. It's got a proper Metroid-style loading transfer as well, although it doesn't show us the background of the room. Fractures in the spine indicate a significant force was exerted upon it. Great. This person here is this. Asha. Today the long-awaited orbs arrived, and I am filled with a sense of purpose. My colleagues share my excitement, yet I cannot ignore the murmurs of dissent from the rest of the crew. I don't know who let it slip that the orbs take precedence over the blight issue, but once I find out, they'll be in for a stern talking to. Emerald gist? A thick-skinned fungus growing in radioactive mucus has adapted to survive and benefit from the harsh conditions. Further investigation into its internal physiology could provide insights into the organism's production of protoplasm or molecular adaptations that confer resistance to the surrounding stresses. Fungal bioplasm pockets. Things to scan. Armoured barrier. Need missiles. Cube. Cargo box. I have fallen. I don't think I need to collect more than I've... Yeah, it's not a currency. There is a currency style indicator down in the bottom corner. Ah, there we go. We got some currency. I need to scan it, I suppose. Hold on. I see you there. Pulsating blockage. Shows sign of weakness to pulse energy. We are not using pulse energy. Passkey scanner. Basic access. Lock released. I'm noting in the bottom right hand corner we have got that symbol that looks a little bit like a missile upside down. Huge cargo. The underground team's samples of fauna and flora have arrived. Along with subfamilies of wall crawlers and mollusks came unknown specimens, 2 organic cradles. In each lies an orb of powerful energy. Both the east and west sectors have collected samples and begun research. Ah, this needs a different key. Passkey scanner. Archives depot. Not found. Access denied. It's a locked door! If we've already scanned the thing, it should just be instant, I would think. to scan it again. I'm sure that's how they did it in Metroid Prime. Oh, I've got a wall jump. Protoplasm, an individual spore, used as an evolution resource. Oh. Emerald the Gist, fungal steroids. You gained 150 protoplasm. That has been marked on our mop. On our mop. Yes, on our mop, and it has been. In fact, that barrier has been marked on. Blocks have been marked on. Passkey has been marked on. Level 1, level 2 potentially, or maybe that's just unlocked and locked. I'm also seeing a pink thing here. I'm assuming that was you. Aha! Yeah, so essentially, whoa. We have the X-ray visor from the start. Is this a drone? Server, the most advanced adaptation of a portable bioplasm battery, utilizes a sophisticated bioplasm energy conversion system, harnessing ambient energy from its surroundings and converting it into usable bioplasm. These self-recharging units serve the Nero on their long journeys. Not anymore, it's not. Yearn. Strange day. The UG logistics team passed through, bringing the damn orb things in and sharing their complaints about communication difficulties. The scientists were so eager to dive into their research that they seemed to ignore the UG's accounts of their workers' unsettling condition. Overheard Asher and Wahelen discussing the orbs, their voices filled with excitement, while Sergeant DeSaro paced nearby, clearly agitated. I'm feeling somewhat powerless here. I better stick to what I know. It reminds me I should send Nim to handle the communications tower. Death caused by unknown blast substance. Right, that's an openable door. Can I... Oh, they create healing orbs. Okay. Orb type analysis. We found statistically significant differences between the organisms. While both orbs possess potent biomass repairing capabilities, one of the orb's bioelectricity readings are overwhelming, whereas those of the other orb are nearly non-existent. The deviations between them are extreme, yet genetic evidence strongly suggests a common ancestry. Our cell tests show that the potency of the orb's biomass repair capabilities lie within their cradles. The cradles contain unknown xenocytes that mimic the DNA of the recipient's cells, multiplying new ones to replace the old. Oop! May my blood never quiver, my blade never repent of sin, and my sight never go hollow. Until the blight sets us free. Huh? Protopulse Orb. You learned Protopulse, a concussive wave of energy dealing pulse damage and destroying enemy, even projectiles. That has been bound to be. Okay. So, this stuff through here. Uh-huh. Hold on. I thought there was a thing there. Oh, hold on. Was it these? Lifeblood pockets. Person. Maintenance notice. A minor incident with one of the orb containers has occurred. As it was being transported, some of its radioactive contents got sprayed onto the floor near the air ducts in the east sector. Its insulation must have broken due to the temperature shift within the container. Please, take care of the mess. There's enough trouble with the blight as it is. Ah! Oh, I found another cocoon. Oh no, I found a save point. Resting in these chambers saves progress, refills all energy levels, and allows protoplasm consumption to boost available skills. On death, the revival occurs in the last chamber where you rested. Okay. So we can... increase projectile speed, increase charge projectile, increase damage. Well, we can't afford any of those. Increases immunity time during use for healing. Decreases the amount of energy used. Increases how much it restores. Bigger pulse, more damage. Increases the pulse count. Okay. So they are marked in green. Emerald lift. No power. Yeah, I think the screen going black is very much because of loading screen masking. It's done a decent job of it, to be fair. Right arm separated from the body. Nice. An armoured barrier. That's not what I meant to do. Uh-huh. Yes, having the X-ray visor from the start essentially means that they can do really bizarre stuff with level design. Power core, a large concentration of hyperbioplasm. I spent the morning reinforcing our equipment, but it feels like putting a band-aid on a gaping wound. The The blight is relentless, infiltrating even the most secure areas. I found myself cursing under my breath as I sealed off vents, knowing full well that it would find a way through. We are all growing weary. If we don't find a way to outsmart it, we might as well be building our own coffin. We've opened communications with the Undermoor's engineers to see if we can devise a solution together, since the brains of this operation seem preoccupied with their pet projects. Stray tentacle? Power console. Shoot it to turn it on! Oh! We've got lights! Power is being restored. That means the doors and elevators should be working. Nice! Yeah, this is definitely not kind of a fast-paced, zip-around everything game. This is very much a methodical. Oh! An enemy? Spine crawler. Highly aggressive. Creature's infravision enables it to hunt in the darkness of places to fight its prey with merciless accuracy. Low threat, devastating when encountered in large numbers. A bit like me. Low threat. I can. Shield crawler. During its larval stage, the shield crawler grows a tough carapace. Normal blaster fire won't work. The lab's been flickering on and off for a couple of days now, and I'm having my ear chewed off by Ash to get things stabilised. Honestly, I'd like to see her get down in there, ripping open the circuits and cleaning out that blight crap. This has nothing to do with competence. No matter how many times I scrub and repair, it keeps coming back. I'm getting sick of the constant blame. You can try and hide small things, but I too can crawl. Secret area! Emerald tunnel barrier. Oh, that's a wall. Oops. Damn, I'm going to keep on doing that. Electric jumper. An electric discharge. Prone to external pulses of energy. Oh dear. I think we need to come back to that. Oh dear. Well, what does death look like? Ooh. Ooh. We saw skeleton and everything. Now, I assume that has... Yep, that's saved our map progress. Good. I'm not a fan of hard checkpointing. I'm also hoping it's saved our scan logs and stuff. Yes, it has. It's almost like a proper Metroidvania. Game pauses when we're in the scan thing as well. The blight growth has tapped into the creature's lower body and spreading up its spine. Nice. I need to shoot the door. Oh, that's the one that's... Okay. Do. Ah. Oh, okay. So forced platforming while in scan mode? That's an interesting... Yeah, these are going to go around in a circle, so... Huh. Amber gist sack. You gained 500 protoplasm. That's not the right button. We found a new save point. I think that's actually a good place to leave our first session. Yeah. This has got atmosphere. It's got a lovely map. Super smooth zooming, as you would expect. I don't really like the way the background doesn't move. That makes my eyes go a bit weird. Not so bad when you zoomed out, but when you zoomed in, it's like... Yeah, map seems nicely designed. Secret passages marked on. Doors marked on. Everything seems very nicely put together. That's as far out as we can zoom. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I like the scan function. Is there a way... We don't have... We don't have an inventory or anything, do we? We've got no... We've got our map, but we don't have a "you collected these things" screen. That's expanded, hasn't it? Yeah, that's expanded. So you've got a thing that changes depending on which options and abilities and stuff that we've got. Yeah, interesting that we've got no kind of stats screen, etc, etc, etc. I'm going to play some more of this, but for now I am super duper tired, and it's about time that I went and got some sleep. But yeah, I'm glad this actually exists, and not only am I glad that it exists, but I'm glad it actually seems to be pretty decent. Thank you very much for watching the Moadra, that was right, wasn't it? Well, the first part of my Moadra demo playthrough for NextFest. More on this to come. Let me know, what did you think of it down below? Have you tried the demo for yourself? Did you like the scanning? Are you a scanning person? Obviously it is. I'm not going to say it's a pace killer, because that sounds quite negative, but it does slow down the pace dramatically, while at the same time upgrading your immersion into the world of the narrative. It's definitely not for everybody. I know people that went through the entirety of Metroid Prime without scanning a single darn thing. But I like the world building. I love sci-fi games because of the world building. And this is, well, it's very alien, realistically. And that's interesting to me. Stay safe, folks. Stay fabulous. See you all in the next bit. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.